this VC?
Me?
Yeah.
It wasn't me, bro. It was don'twatchthis.org.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so wait, what were we talking about?
Theism.
Atheism? So
He
we,
joined again. He joined
Yes.
again.
Yeah. So why do you
Just
think
mute him.
it's more
I'm gonna mute
plausible
him.
to think that there is no God?
Wait, let me just mute this guy. Okay, I muted him. Wait, so what? What?
Why do
Please
you think it's
repeat.
more plausible to think that there is no God?
There's just no evidence. I mean, a god has to be intelligent, and
Yep.
intelligence is just what our brains. I mean, the trait of the brain is intelligence, and God is supposed to have no body, so he cannot have intelligence.
But what's your accountability of the fine tuning of the universe?
I don't have an issue. There's no fine tuning. Well, why would you think there's fine
What do you
tuning?
mean? Gravitational force, strong nuclear force,
What
weak
about it?
nuclear force.
What about it?
If it was off by like 0.1%, then the universe would just crumble. There'd be no potential for any life whatsoever.
But what would, I mean, do we know what would replace? All we know is the current universe would crumble, maybe, or would blow up. But do we know if
Yeah,
anything else? What do we know if anything else would happen? It would just like
not necessarily, but
um. I mean that's the question. The question is, I mean, it would change the behavior of the current universe, but I don't know what the replacing behavior would be. Would it be just energy,
I think,
just energy? I don't know. We would I don't
yeah, I
know.
think all matter would just crumble.
Um, and all maybe yeah, I don't know. So you're saying that which
Well, we do have a
constant?
clue. I don't
What? Hmm.
gravitational force,
No, but
strong nuclear force, should just two.
wait, the gravitational force, if you would modify it, I mean, the gravitational force is divided by the radius squared. That's just geometry. You cannot modify that. You cannot modify the square of the distance. That's just that's just geometry. So it's the same as light and electricity, the Coulomb's force. Whenever the distance grows, then the effect diminishes by the square, the ratio to the square of the distance. That's because the energy, the field spread. It's a sphere, right? So it's just geometry. The reason why it's divided by, do you understand what I'm saying? The formula
I
for,
understand what you're saying.
so you cannot modify the square. You cannot get away from that. I don't think, right? I think that's where
I don't think it's
this,
possible. Yeah.
what, right? So so you cannot modify the square, and if you don't modify the square, you're not changing the behavior. If you modify the square, then yeah, you cannot have I think that's when you lose stable orbits, but you cannot modify the square. So that's just geometry. So you can complain, well, who created geometry? Maybe God created geometry, but that's too much for me to think about because I don't know any other geometry. So I would have to say I don't know what to say about that. I'm used to a three-dimensional geometry, and from that you get the division by the square of the distance in all these forces. So which force? Which force do you want to change? Which force do you want to change that you think will cause the universe to crumble?
I think strong nuclear force is necessary
The
for
strong,
the
the,
universe as well.
the strong nuclear
Strong
force.
nuclear force.
So the strong nuclear force is between quarks. So I don't know. I don't know too much about that. Um, what do you know about it?
Well, like most of the mass of a proton or neutron is the result of the strong interaction energy, which is about 1% of a mass of a proton.
Mm-hmm. But
And the force that holds it together is approximately 100 times as strong as electromagnetism, I think,
okay,
which is about 10 to the 6th power times as strong as the weak interaction and 10 to the 38th power as strong as gravitation. So it's probably one of the strongest forces in our universe that we know of.
so you're
And
saying
if it didn't have,
right, but we don't know what's causing the strong nuclear force. Right? We don't know what's. I don't think we right because these are separate forces. The strong force and the electromagnetic force, right? I think they have nothing to do with each other, right?
to a certain degree, I guess, yeah.
Like coulombs, right? The fact that two electrons or an electron and a proton or two protons repel and attract each other by Coulomb's force, that has nothing to do with the strong nuclear force. As far as I know, like an electron, like a proton, that's a complex object, but an electron, that's a simple object. So wait, you left? Wait, why did he go? What happened?
Sorry, disconnected for a second.
Oh, so I don't know. Anyway, I don't know enough to be convinced that there is a question. And if there was a question, I don't know what would happen if you modified. So Coulomb's force, like two electrons repelling each other by Coulomb's force, Coulomb's equation, that depends on the distance, 1 over the distance squared. And we already said that's because of geometry. So
Yeah.
electron, proton, right, and proton, proton, that would be the same. So you cannot modify that. And I don't know, like
So
Coulomb
you think a
constant.
God would be bounded by,
What?
so you think God would be bounded by physical laws or mathematical laws? If he were to exist, he wouldn't be able to modify them. Is that your view?
I don't know. I said before, I don't know because I'm used to this geometry so much. I never thought that, I mean, did God create geometry? I don't know. Did God create math? No, right? Math is just
Yeah, no.
right. We created math, but geometry. Who created geometry? Uh, if we created math, then we created geometry. But I would have to think more about it. I mean, we observe math. We observe at one table, two tables. We observe it. That's just our brains have pattern detections. And if a pattern repeats, so we see a cow, then we see two cows, three cows, four cows. So we recognize the pattern. That's just our brain. Our brains, that's how they react to patterns. I mean, our brains are pattern detectors. So, um, so we recognize. So
I guess the idea
what?
Go ahead, keep finishing. Finish up.
So math is just a pattern detection of our brain. You could say that everything is just a pattern detection of our brain. I mean, we invented electrons, but you could say no, but electrons
Yeah.
really exist. Yeah, you could say math really exists, but math is just a
But we just
language.
perceive them in a certain way. We just observe them, right?
Look,
We just observe them in our mind,
an
I
elect.
guess.
Wait, what?
We just observe them. They
Right.
exist, but we just observe them and perceive them in a different way.
Right. So an electron is a pattern that we detect. A proton is just a pattern. I mean, these are patterns, but you could argue, yeah, but these patterns really exist. You know, you would have to define the word really, but you know, they're measurable. We can measure electrons and protons and mass, and so we can measure. So as far as reality is defined by measurement and by science, yeah. So these things exist. But did God?
So pretty much everything is.
What?
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
the question is, did God create geometry? Because you wanna say maybe these values could have been different. Maybe the geometry that we're used to, maybe that's maybe there could be different geometries, and because of a different geometry you would get different forces between the electrons. That's too much. You could say I would say a more fundamental question is, who created the electron? Are you saying
Yeah.
you're saying that all these constants and the forces, they create this perfect universe? What did you call this perfect universe? The fine tuned. This
Perfectly fine-tuned.
right.
Yeah,
So you're saying
fine-tuned.
this universe is fine tuned? No, so it's not. This universe is the one in which we evolved. We survived this universe, so we have a selection bias. So we think it's fine tuned. It's fine tuned to the one that is the fittest to the tuning. The ones that didn't survive, they're not so happy. They wouldn't say that it's fine tuned. They would complain that it's terribly tuned. So of course the survivors are going to be biased to claim that it's fine tuned, but it's not. So if you retune, if this universe would be tuned differently, different laws of nature, different particles, everything would be, you would get possibly a different universe in which you would have evolution at one point would take over, and you would get a different survivor. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But in
Yeah,
any,
that's the difficult thing about questioning it. We can't really find a answer that's suitable.
look, as far as
Like it's
science,
beyond our comprehension.
it's beyond our comprehension, and it's beyond science. So it's an unscientific. I mean, our discussion so far is scientific, but it's borderline scientific. Anyway,
Yeah.
but the
I
question
just think
is
it's beyond our comprehension, so that's why I'm agnostic.
no,
But
but
then the question I originally asked is, why do you think it's more probable that there is no God?
there's
So I
just,
guess it is discussion
there's just
that
no
isn't
evidence.
as scientific.
There's just no evidence. But also the claim that a God would be intelligent, that's impossible because he's supposed to have no body. So how do you have intelligence is brain? How do you have a body? How do you have intelligence without a brain? I don't know how to do that. I cannot imagine that. How do you act without a body? I don't know how to do that. That goes against and he
Yeah, it's beyond our comprehension.
not it's unscientific because we know that everything is composed of subatomic particles, and he's supposed to be none of that. But there's no room for that because the vacuum is a seething foam of virtual particles. So there's no room for God. There's no room for a disembodied God. Now, if he has a body, then it's not the same. Then we don't care, right? It's not a God. That's just one of us. So so that's why I think you cannot have a God. I mean, you cannot have a God. God is the normally defined God is unscientific. It goes it's
Yeah.
anti-scientific or it's anti-scientific because the conclusions,
And do you think God would be bounded by scientific laws?
where would he be? The
Do you think
entire listen to this, the entire known universe is filled with a vacuum, filled with a seething foam of subatomic particles. There's no room for God. There's no room for God. Like the
well the idea would be he's outside of the universe?
Oh, you're live?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm live. I'm streaming. So I don't know.
Sorry, I just want to jump in. Is your debate on whether God is real or not?
That's a good
It's
question.
based on
Or wait.
probability of if God is real or
So
not.
like what I'm grabbing from the conversation is Gordon, do you think God lives outside the universe or something? Correct me if I'm
He
wrong,
would
by the
have
way.
to, yeah.
So
No possible way that an all-knowing, an all-powerful being would be inside of our universe.
so you think God lives outside our universe, like in our like
Yes, you'd have to.
what? Yeah. So explain to me, astronauts that go into space, how, like, if they don't go out in oxygen and equipment, they'll subatonically like just fucking explode because of the
Yeah.
mass and the pressure. So tell me, how is someone meant to be outside our universe without blowing up?
Because they wouldn't have the same sort of body as us. The idea of God is that he's not some sort of body or some sort of piece of
But
matter
according to the
in that
testament,
sense.
according to the Bible and the testimonies or testaments, whatever they're called, inside of it, God was a person. God walked on water. God helped people. God
Yeah, I don't
did
believe that
nothing.
kind of
That,
idea of God.
that's Jesus, and that's a that's it's a mistranslation. That's literally a mistranslation of God, because in ancient Hebrew, the word God and the word Lord are the same word. So when you say to some, oh, Mister, when you say in ancient Hebrew, when you say Mister, when you say God, it's the same word. So um, it's just a mistranslation. So I don't care. Anyway, we're not talking about Jesus. We're not even talking about the Old Testament or the New Testament. We're not talking about any scripture, any religion. We're talking about the idea, the philosophical, or even the scientific proposition that there is a God. God is a legitimate scientific theory. That's what we're talking about. So the question
Do you think
is,
there's a specific theory?
do I think that there is a God theory?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. It's
Yeah,
So
there's a
you
theory,
believe that?
definitely.
it, do I believe it? I mean, I can understand it, and then I can reject it. But it's understandable. The proposition is that there is an intelligent, let's just say a great intelligence, a super intelligence that preceded the universe and maybe created it, and we are just part of this creation. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. With the theory, I don't have a problem with the proposition, but there's just no
Mm-hmm.
but there's just a there's no evidence for that,
Mm-hmm.
and b if you say God is intelligent, but also part of the definition is that he has no body. So having no body is unscientific because the universe is filled with particles. So you cannot have you cannot be this, you cannot exist and be disembodied. That's impossible. It's
You
just
can't live without a vascular system
Yeah, but that when it goes
or
back to my
respiratory.
question, is God bounded by the scientific laws? Would God be bounded by science or physics?
then all I'm saying,
Yeah.
it's unscientific. That's all I'm saying. All I can say, the worst thing I can say about a theory is that it's anti-scientific or unscientific. That's as much as I can object to a theory. So if you
Mm.
it's outside of science, yeah, and I agree, that just means
And it's unscientific.
all it means is it's unscientific, which is also another name for a lie. A lie is an unscientific claim. Right? If I say 1 + 1 is 3, that's unscientific.
I'd believe you. No, I'm only joking. Sorry.
Right? It's unscientific, and that's a lie. If I say 1 + 1 is 3, that's basically a lie. And you know I'm lying when
So
I
anything that's unscientific is a lie.
Yeah, that's basically I would say that's the definition. When you go to court and you testify and it's unscientific, meaning you did not measure it. Well, unscientific just means you didn't measure it or it's unmeasurable. You're testifying about something that we know is unmeasurable. That is unscientific. Then we know you're lying. You could not have measured it. We know you're lying. We don't need to ask any questions. We don't need you even to hear any details. If you're proposing I lost my train of
If you,
thought.
geez, your voice just changed for a second.
My voice. So if you go to court and if you go to court and you testify about something that we know is immeasurable, it's not measurable, cannot be measured, then we know you're lying. If it cannot be observed, if by your own admission it cannot be observed, for example, it's disembodied, then it cannot be observed. Done. We know you're lying. That's the definition of a lie. That is the ultimate lie. No lie is
For sure.
greater than the lie testifying to something that cannot exist, as far as we understand. It's not even cannot exist, cannot be measured, cannot be observed. All right, we're done with this
Yeah, that's true.
testimony. So if you claim, so anyway, it doesn't get off. What was that? Anyway, so that's a major problem with the proposition, with a scientific proposition of a God. It doesn't get off the ground. Now,
Okay.
so you're saying no, but you don't have to say it's outside of science. You could say it's out. So you said it's outside of the universe. That's not outside of science. That's outside of the universe. But I don't know what that means. Let me just mute this guy. I'm gonna mute him for myself because I don't have VC. I don't have admin powers in this room. Anyway, so that's God. God is like a disembodied God. That's a problem.
Yeah.
An embodied God is not the normally defined God. So that's a problem. So anyway, there's many problems with the theory of God. That the theory kills itself. Did I change your mind, Gordon?
It's fair.
I did?
Yeah, I guess it would change my mind on
No, but you're
that
saying
because
okay, so you're saying
is
it's
immeasurable.
outside. No, you're saying it's outside of the universe. Look, the universe could be right. Our known universe, our universe could be like a bubble, like an enclosure. Especially because of gravity and black holes. So, like, we could be like a type of a black hole or something. So this universe could be enclosed in such a way that there is an outside, there is some outside, and God exists over there. But that would be a different place, and he would still have a body. Unless I don't know
Yeah.
the laws. I don't know the laws of nature there, but see, the problem is that's already it's unobservable. Anything outside, as far as we know, as far as we understand science, anything outside of this universe, the observable universe, is unobservable. Because the universe is so big. We cannot go. We cannot leave. It's not because it's so big. I mean, because it could be curved that it closes on itself, that we would never ever ever be able to leave it. And if that's the case, then again we don't know. But anyway, um,
These are all very valid points, like, to be fair.
yeah, yeah. But usually when you discuss with believers the God hypothesis, they're not open to this discussion. They
Oh,
play
Jesus, no.
they play word games. Like they
Oh,
play
I understand you. Like my grandmother, she is religious to shit. Like, I mean, she just doesn't shut the fuck up about religion. She works in a church as well.
Mhm.
And I turned around to her one day and I said, "Look, I'm atheist. I don't physically believe that there's anything there because I can't see it." And when I say to, she nearly disowned me.
Mhm.
She nearly disowned me. Like, it was it was big for her. Like,
Yeah.
never open minded.
Yeah. So religion has nothing, I would say, has nothing to do with the scientific theory of God. The religion, the God of the religions is not a philosophical God. That's a word game God, usually. Gordon, we can hear your background discussions.
My bad.
It's okay. It's just, I'm sure it's private
We just didn't want
information.
you putting anything out there.
Yeah.
You know, for safety for you and others, obviously.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, by the way. I haven't seen you around the server before.
Who, me?
I've never seen you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Do not disturb. Let me send you a friend request, both of you.
Of course.
Um,
Oh, Jesus, it's been a long day. Oh, it's like 10 past 10 at night for me, and the sun is starting to set, and the sunset looks very beautiful, I have to say.
are you Irish or Scottish?
Which one do you think?
I'm thinking difficult. Maybe Scottish.
Fuck's sake, no.
I'm sorry.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
So you're.
Everyone gets it fucking wrong. Yeah, I'm Irish.
Oh, okay. Nice. Very
It's...
nice. So you live like in the
It's
mountains?
No, I do not live in the mountains. I'm from the city.
Do you have red hair?
No, I do not have red hair. I was born a brunette, well, kind of blackish brunette hair, and now I have a brunette top, like roots, and blonde. So, yeah. I was redhead at one point because I dyed my hair red, but not anymore.
I see. Let me see. Are you a capitalist or are you a communist?
I don't understand the concept between them. I don't understand the meaning.
Are
That
you
gets it.
are you Israel or Palestine?
Oh, you mean it like that?
No, that's a different question. If you don't know communism and capitalism, then then let's ignore that question for now. So let me ask you: Are you Israel? Are you pro-Israel or pro-Palestine?
Palestine? I want them to be free and I want them to live normal lives. I don't want them to be under attack. I think it's horrible how children, innocent children, and innocent men and women are dying for war. It's horrible. I
So,
think that's the
but
part there.
but that's true for both sides. So,
Well, yeah, but who started the war? Israel, wasn't it?
but what?
Israel started the war, didn't they?
It's both sides would claim that the other
Israel.
started.
Oh no! Israel started the war.
Israel on the October 7th was attacked. So on October 7th, Palestine started this war, the current war. But the Palestinians would claim, yeah, that's because previously, and and so on. So,
Well, like I put it to you this way.
hmm
I like my job is a paramedic. I help people and I save people.
hmm
I don't care who's fighting. I really couldn't give a shit, right? The only thing I care about is that men and women and innocent children are okay and they come
Wait.
out alive and they're healthy. Do you know?
So let me challenge you on that. So let's say, and this
Oh
is
God.
this is the case for Israel is that on October 7th, the Palestinians invaded, took hostages, and took them back to Palestine. So now
Okay.
Israel says, give them back. And basically,
Okay.
the negotiations are stuck. So Israel is attacking Palestine and is at war with Palestine because at the end of the day, they're just trying to free the hostages. That's one objective. And they also, on October 7th, Israel was attacked and like 1,400 Israelis were killed. So Israel doesn't want this to repeat. Plus, I mean, there's many reasons. So it's not like Israel is killing for no reason. Israel would, if you ask Israel, why are you killing? They would say, we have no choice. We are, at the end of the day, we're defending ourselves. It's like,
Yeah, I understand.
it's like if someone would take someone you love as a hostage, and then you
I
would,
understand.
what?
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, so now you have a choice. You could either forget about your loved one and say, okay, they took one of,
Have them.
yeah, it happens that sometimes you lose family or loved ones, or you could say, I'm not gonna let this by. I'm not gonna accept it because I don't want this tomorrow to happen to me. Fine, they took my loved one, but they're not gonna stop. So I gotta take action. And if in the process, whoever hurt, like took your loved one, who if he gets killed or if his children die, as far as you're concerned, you started this, so I'm sorry. It's nothing personal, but give me back. Like, let's make peace, or you're gonna die, or maybe we'll both die. But you're not gonna just kill me and live a perfectly happy life. That's not on the table. Let's make peace and live together. That's one option. Or let's have war. But you're not
They
gonna,
chose war.
right? I'm not gonna just let you kill me and my loved ones and move on with life. That I'm not going to let you do. So, but the other guy is gonna say, yeah, but you took my home. He didn't take.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So it's a conflict that it's easy.
It's difficult.
Yes, it's very difficult.
It's difficult. Like it's difficult from, let's say, my point of view as someone who obviously doesn't follow anything that goes up on about Palestine or Israel. Like I have nothing to like bring to the table about knowledge about it. But all I know is that Ireland bring in, like, especially where I'm from in Ireland, we bring in a lot, and I mean a lot of refugees from Palestine and Ukraine, and we built homes for them. And now they're starting to take our jobs and our social welfare and everything like that. And there's not enough now for the Irish people. And that makes us very mad because your country's people should come first, but our government doesn't think that way. From my point of view as a a healthcare person, I only want to see people well and happy. I don't want to see people sad, sick, and dying. Like I hate looking at people like that. And it's difficult because you see so much things online, and like there was this one guy, for example, he was a US soldier and he was fighting in the Israel and Palestine war. And I don't know whose side he was on, but he came back and he filmed himself burning himself alive,
Yeah.
screaming "Free Palestine" over and over and over again until he dropped to the ground and collapsed and died.
Yeah.
It's horrible to see
Yeah.
what people are doing to themselves to stop this war, but no one is looking at them or even thinking, look, this is a protest, this is a statement from the people that this needs to stop. It's like the countries don't care who they're hurting unless they're right. And that's the way I see it from my own point of view. Like, I don't get involved in politics and stuff because I'm not really good at it. But I kind of see it as a way of one country wants to be right, one country wants something they want back. They're not going to stop until one of them is right and has overpowered the other one.
So if you
You know?
ask, I don't know. So if you ask me, what's going to happen is it's like two children that have a fight. So in my opinion, the last thing we should do as adults is interfere. It's like let them fight it out. They'll figure it out. So every war,
Yeah, but then innocent people still die.
yeah, like we had a war, like Europe had a war, like Germany went crazy and started a war, and
Yeah.
right, but today everything is fine, and
Well, I wouldn't say everything's fine. Like, you look at Germany and Poland, for example. I have family in Poland. Well, my sister's fiance's family live in Germany and half live in Poland. They fucking hate each other. Like, I mean, despise each other. Germans hate Polish people. Polish people hate Germans.
I'm sure
It's the hatred is still there. Like,
I can understand both, but give it time. It's fine. It used to be much worse. I mean, they were
oh well, yeah,
they were slaughtering each other, but now
yeah,
Europe now is one big union. It's a family.
yeah.
A family. Sometimes people hate each other, but they're not slaughtering each other like they used to. So it's much better.
It's improved. I will say it has improved. Like, what I like to think of, like Europe is one big family, right?
Yeah.
Like one big cushion that everyone can rely on each other.
Yeah.
And then once one sibling starts fighting with another sibling, so one country starts fighting with another country, then the family kind of rocks a little, and they have to pick sides, And that kind of happened during, the Eurovision Song Contest. When Israel competed, Netherlands took obviously the biggest precaution there could be for people, with Palestine stuff. And Eurovision, the ECG, were pushed with a conflict of, are you taking extra safety measures for people from Israel coming in to see the Eurovision Song Contest? And she refused to answer. And Netherlands simply said, why don't you answer? It's not a difficult question. And because Netherlands sided with Palestine, they got disqualified. All because he wanted to know, was safety precautions being taken for that Israel contestant to run, because her whole campaign was, this is it, Israel is right, Israel is right. And then you had Ukraine then in the song contest that came third, shockingly, had a beautiful song, but used their background image as bombs being deployed over Ukraine during the war. That is still currently going on. and Ireland kind of took it as like stop ceasefire, save Gaza, all that type of thing. Like Ireland, the person that represented Ireland, I do know her and she's a lovely person, but she went about it in the wrong way. Like she really went about it in the wrong way and she put Ireland in a lot of fucking shit for it. Like, and now that all these countries are fighting, family is rocking, big comfy cushion of Europe is rocking,
Right.
and now we're gonna have to take sides.
So
You get me?
so if you ask me, in any family feud, I would say the last thing you want to do is pick sides. What, like,
Oh,
if two
right.
children are fighting, I think the best thing to do is tell them, just don't make noise. Keep it down, figure it out, and just let them figure it out. Stay out of the way. They have to learn to figure it out. But if you pick sides, then you're escalating, and then it's going to become dangerous. It's going to end up like in a world war. So, so there's one word I like using, and that's called de-escalate. So when you see two children fighting, our job as an adult is to de-escalate the situation and tell them, stop the nonsense, do something productive for this universe, don't make noise, don't hurt each other too much. Certainly don't damage the house. Figure it out. You're adults. That's what I would tell children. You're adults. Figure it out. But see, I think that a lot of the problem that's Israel Palestine is because the world is taking sides and is causing an escalation. I
Mm,
I understand the Palestinians. I understand the Israelis.
Israelis.
What?
I love that name, Israelis. This is funny.
Anyway, so that's that. Wait, so how old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh, wow. You're very young. Very nice.
Yeah, I am 19. I I make a good enough salary as a paramedic, and yeah, I've been qualified paramedic the last 6 months,
So you're going to be a doctor?
7 months.
You want to be a doctor?
No, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to be an emergency like healthcare person. And we call them EMTs, paramedics, or advanced paramedics. And I'm one step away from being the highest rank. So
Wow,
I'm very happy with that.
that's amazing.
hmm And someone for my age, it's very hard to get a qualification so young, but I worked my fucking ass off for it, so I deserve it.
You're very smart. You have a very high IQ.
Yeah, I have a just over average IQ. I think my IQ is like 120 something.
No, you took the IQ exam?
I took the original IQ exam, yeah.
Wow.
It's like 129, 128, something like that.
I took it. I got 105. That's good. That's very good. Listen, I'm going are you going to stay here?
I don't know. I'm kind of just floating. I do run the vegan friendly room, so I might be in and out of there. You're more than welcome to come in at any time, obviously.
Are you vegan?
I am.
Oh, we should debate. I'm anti-vegan. We should debate veganism.
I rather not debate veganism with someone I just made friends with, and then them end up hating me for different points of views.
Okay, so we can debate veganism like like late.
we could friendly debate veganism.
Yeah,
Deal?
I always try to be friendly when I debate. I'm a very friendly.
Good, because I'm not. I get very defensive very fast.
Really? So you can.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm the
Wait,
type of person.
are you also
I'm the type of person.
are you also
Hmm?
an environmentalist?
Well, like a person that wants to save the turtles.
Yeah.
No.
Are you pro environment? Do you believe in global warming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that there is definitely some climate change out there that we can't fix now because of pollution. But I don't feel like having a bit of plastic in an ocean is going to fucking kill us. Do you get me?
What about the carbon? Should we stop using fossil fuels?
I'm not really good on this subject. I actually don't know. Carbon, fossil fuels. Well, sure, like if you stop using fossil fuels, that means like the likes of me on an ambulance, we'd have to stop using oxygen and stuff like that because it's releasing carbon dioxide.
I mean,
And then without that, then we can't help people. So I don't know where I stand on that.
right now yeah, okay, fine. We so but veganism. I think veganism. We should have a nice conversation about veganism.
We should.
I personally think veganism is I'm not gonna say, but I have I'm I have a very strong opinion about it.
The way I look at it is like you have an opinion, I have an opinion. Why should we let two different opinions come between something that could be a friendship? Something like that. Like obviously, yeah, you prefer to eat meat. I don't. Simply because I actually never really fucking liked it. I think it just always tasted shitty to me. But again, I do have a lot of health problems, so that did correspond a lot with my taste. Um, but yeah, there's great substitutes. Love them. Sometimes they still taste like shit to me. So then I don't eat them. Um, but yeah, like I think it's just an opinion that you have and I have, and everyone's opinions aren't always going to be the same. You get me?
Yeah,
If you're happy with one thing, if you're happy with one thing and I'm happy with another thing, then that's okay. I'm not going to tell you or ram down your throat saying you need to eat vegan foods or anything like that. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're probably an adult. You're probably older than me. Like I'm not going to tell you what to do.
mm,
But like if you start saying shit like, "Oh, go to KFC. I love fried chicken. I love killing animals and eating their raw skin," then I have a problem because that's just really fucked up.
I don't like killing, but so when I kill, I'm like the movie Avatar. So I don't want to kill, but if I need to eat and I need to kill, then I do. But I don't
Do
gain.
you have a farm?
Do I what?
Do you have a farm?
No, no. I'm anti nature. I hate nature. I would never have a farm.
You hate nature?
Yes, I'm against nature.
I'm not gonna lie. I like even before I went vegan and everything. I grew up in the countryside when I was little. My nan used to always live next to these fields, and I would always see these cows in the field. And obviously they belong to an industrial farm, and obviously I never understood it when I was smaller, but I used to always sneak into the field and I would always pet the cows, and then I'd run back into the house and be like watching them from the window. Um, I think that corresponded a lot when I grew up because then I understood what it means to have an industrial farm and what happens and stuff, and then Jesus Christ, it was brutal what I learned. Um, and then one day when I grew up, I went back. It was about 3-4 years later after I grew up. All the cows were gone. The industrial farm closed down. they had no more cattle. They killed them all, and I was very upset by it. Cows are probably one of my favorite animals, and pigs and ducks.
I love
I don't really like.
cows. I love animals. I just
I love animals.
yeah, I mean,
I
if I would have a farm, if I would have a farm and the animals would be free roaming and there would be no stench, that's fine.
like if I think if I owned a farm, and this farm now, I mean, like, is no killing, just animals roaming freely, doing whatever they want, eating good food, and they're happy and they're being taken care of, I would want them to be cows and pigs. I just love cows and pigs. I don't know why.
Would you eat the eggs of the chickens if you had?
No,
Why not?
because I don't support dairy production. I don't support the egg production. I don't support any of that.
No. If you had a farm and you had a chicken, a free roaming chicken, and it would, the chickens would lay eggs, and the eggs would.
No, I would not. I
Why
would not eat their eggs.
Why not?
One, I actually hate eggs.
Okay.
Not even just like as like a vegan thing. I hate eggs so much.
Okay.
But like if it was like, let's say a chicken laid an egg and that egg hatched into a beautiful little chickling, I'd want to raise that chickling as if it was my own fucking birthing child. Then,
No,
do you know what I mean?
But let's say you only had hens and no cocks, so no male chicken, so the eggs would not be fertilized. So an unfertilized egg cannot become a chick. It's not going to crack open. It's gonna sit there forever, dry up and die, and become stone. It's gonna become an archaeological dig. Anyway, nothing is gonna happen to the egg, so you wouldn't eat it?
No,
Why not?
because I hate eggs.
Okay, but that's not that's not the vegan reason.
Well, like
Okay, milk. Have
if
you ever
something
what about
if
milk?
something birthed something, like if a hen laid an egg, I'm not going to go into my kitchen and crack that egg onto a pan and cook it. No, I would
not?
never. Like, I
Why
couldn't.
not? Why not?
Because it's horrible.
What's horrible? The chicken poops.
If all right, if
pooped.
your mother
It
if your
pooped.
mother was a chicken, right? If your mother was a chicken and your mother laid an egg,
My
would you
mother,
crack that egg over on the stove?
my mom lays an egg every month, and it goes to the garbage, right? Because women every month they have a cycle, and they drop an egg.
You said that's so wrong. Women don't drop eggs. We fertilize, we ovulate. We don't drop
Ovulate.
eggs.
No, the egg is ready, and then if it doesn't become fertilized,
Excuse me.
drops.
Hold on. I need to get to this. Did you just say if you don't have sex, you ovulate?
Of course, you ovulate. That's your cycle. You have a menstrual cycle regardless of having sex.
Regardless of having sex or not, you always get a menstrual cycle. Women ovulate. That's from the egg that is not fertilized. There's the menstrual cycle up to 3 to 7 days. We don't drop an egg.
Well, you don't drop it, but if you don't, but that's the blood that comes out. That's the egg.
No, the blood that comes out is simply from our ovaries
So what
into our fallopian tubes.
No, but
So when we fertilize an egg, when we fertilize an ovary to start our menstrual cycle, we keep that ovary inside of us. Did you not know that? You're men. I
No.
don't actually expect you to know this.
no, but it's.
Um,
But let's say you don't have a man. Let's say a woman is alone, but it's still
Okay.
she still has a cycle every month, and she bleeds every month. The blood is the walls of the uterus that collapse,
shedding.
shedding.
But
But the egg isn't the egg also doesn't it also fall out? The unfertilized
no,
egg.
no, hun.
What? So you saying the
We
unfertilized egg stays there forever?
well, it doesn't stay there forever. Obviously, it might get dispelled through urine or through a
Exactly.
stool sample.
Exactly.
But it's not like a big fucking thing. This
Exactly.
egg is disintegrated.
Exactly. So
You don't
eat,
understand.
but I can eat that egg, right? You wouldn't mind.
Oh, you would not want to eat that egg.
Why not? It's probably very healthy. But you wouldn't mind.
you would eat an ovarian egg.
You wouldn't mind. You wouldn't say that's
Yeah.
unethical, right? You wouldn't say it's unethical to eat an egg, a human egg.
Oh my god.
What?
Philip, did you just say you think women eat their own eggs?
I'm saying if I ate.
No, Philip, you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Philip, women eat their placenta after giving birth.
Philip?
No, it's not. Placenta is a completely different thing.
Oh, I can't hear Philip.
No, I would not eat my
Unmute
placenta.
Philip.
Your placenta.
You
is
had me
something that's-
muted.
Yeah, because you were
Your
making noise.
placenta is something.
This room was
Oh my god! Let me
spammed.
educate Philip here. Philip, your placenta is something that covers the.
I
the
don't have a
child.
placenta.
No, you don't, but I do.
You
It's
don't
something
say
that
your
covers the
no.
child
But the
during
placenta,
birth,
that's after, yeah, it's after birth. That's like, we're not discussing after birth.
and then gets dispelled. It carries nutrients and
But you
oxygen to the
can't.
umbilical cord.
You can't compare eating like a chicken's eggs to eating a woman's eggs.
Why not?
Like
You
if your
can't eat a
mom.
woman's egg.
Why
How many
not?
more times
That's
do
what
I
I
have to
just.
say
That's
it?
what you just said. Is that you just.
Why
The
can't?
placenta, you dumbass.
So if your mom dropped eggs every month, would you eat those too?
No,
I'm just.
I wouldn't even eat
I'm
an egg.
saying you would not have a problem as a vegan if I did, or if someone ate a human egg, a vegan would not object, right?
I as a vegan, as my own person, I would not eat an egg, nor would I pick up my mother's egg that she dropped, or eat a placenta.
Why not?
What if I laced you with eggs and the vegan? Would you
Jesus
notice?
But you eat.
What is wrong?
But you eat. Right. You don't have a problem eating sperm.
Actually, fun fact: who the fuck swallows? Who swallows?
If you love.
Tell me right now.
No, if you love the guy, you swallow. It's like
Fun. I love my boyfriend, but you would never see me fucking swallow. Do you think I want something salty going down my throat and I'm going to vomit? No, thank you.
Yeah, you drink soy.
No,
wait.
I
what if he-
I say this to men
what if
right
he-
now.
But what if he drinks a lot of lemon, so it comes out? I
I wouldn't
think
give a shit what the fuck he drinks. I would never do it. I'm so sorry.
Wait,
how the
I'm not-
fuck
I'm
do
not
I grind this?
not-
Yeah, I say this now, and I say this with a hand on my heart. I couldn't give a shit what pleasure you want. I would never, and I mean ever, in all the partners I have, which hasn't been many. But
So
anyway,
who says you care about your boyfriend?
no. Hold on.
I care about my.
Wait, but as a vegan, do you refuse to swallow the sperm because you're a vegan?
No,
So you don't have a problem, right? Those are living creatures. You don't have a problem.
Yeah. What the?
I can't wait for millions of babies to be swimming in my intestines. Like no.
I mean, you
Ugh.
said it yourself. Clip, buddy.
No,
Reported
like,
to the vegan headmaster.
Yeah, bring it to Evo. He'll get a great crack out of this conversation. No, as a vegan, it does not judgment me in a way to not swallow. I just prefer not to swallow.
So how
because
is it?
it's
How is a
disgusting?
how is a sperm different from an egg?
Because sperm carries children, an egg doesn't.
Wait, but
An egg turns into children.
but you wouldn't have a
If it's not
problem.
fertilized somehow.
Wait, would you not eat chicken sperm, like a cock sperm? You wouldn't eat his sperm?
Oh Jesus Christ! I'm gonna get sick. No,
Is it for the same reason?
But-
Is it because you're a vegan? For the same reason you don't eat?
What if that's how you earned money?
I'm not a prostitute, Philip.
Oh.
Anyway, you
Like what the fuck?
so you agree that it's okay to eat human sperm, and I guess chicken sperm, but a chicken sperm is
No.
identical to a chicken egg if it's unfertilized. So why would you not
Okay.
eat the chicken
I
egg?
never agreed to having chicken sperm.
Okay,
just
but
fucking
guys,
weird. If you're
guys,
vegan, if you're vegan and you want to swallow a man's sperm, that's your decision. But my decision is no.
that's so hot.
Shut up, you have severe issues if you're posing with an anime character as a fucking 40-year-old virgin. Please shut the fuck up. Anyway, you know, that's just my own preference. I could get another vegan in here that is a female, and you could ask her the same question: would you swallow your boyfriend's sperm? And they'd give you a yes or no answer.
But it's
I would
not-
swallow my boyfriend's sperm.
Shut up, Philip.
Are you a vegan?
Yeah,
No, he's not. He's trolling you.
Oh,
I am a vegan. I'm a
You have-
vegan, dude.
Hun, you have the cow access revoked. You're a troll. You're untrustworthy. You have CW access and troll access.
What does
You are
that
the
even
definition
mean?
Of, you're the definition of you have nothing worthy on this server.
What do
That's
you
what I mean.
have? This is a server.
What do I have? Oh, I'll tell you what I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rooms I mod in. I run one of them. I'm also
And what does
tech
that
actor,
prove in real life? What does that give you?
vegan. It makes me money, believe it or not. Wow.
Really? That's your job?
Wait. I actually have to say this one to Jesse. Jesse,
wait, Jesse.
my
Jesse,
Jesse,
What?
Jesse-
What?
Jesse, I have a question
I'm
for you.
vegan. Is it okay if I swallow my boyfriend's sperm?
Yeah, Jesse, this is the debate we're having. If you were vegan, would you swallow sperm?
Me?
Yeah, if you were vegan and a woman, would you swallow your boyfriend's sperm?
Hell yeah.
So,
See, I told you,
No,
it's
but-
preference, Mr.
but
Smith.
here is the contradiction: a sperm is no different than an egg. So you would also eat your boyfriend's egg. I mean, your girlfriend's
What?
egg.
Boys don't have eggs.
Right,
Boys don't
so-
have
Girls
eggs.
don't have eggs.
No, trans.
Girls have eggs.
No.
What are you talking about?
No, a
No, they
trans-
don't. Girls have vaginas.
Inside the vaginas, there's eggs.
No,
Exactly.
you're lying. There's
Inside
fallopian
the ovary.
tubes and there's
Oh my
ovaries.
God. I'm done.
Liar. I'm telling.
I'm done.
I'm telling my mom that what you said.
Is it because you're a 40-year-old virgin, Philip, and you have never touched a woman before that you feel the need
I'm
to embody this
13.
position?
I'm
You're
13, ma'am.
13.
I don't want to talk about sex. You're making me feel uncomfortable.
It's
Leave
good
the
to talk about
vegan
sex, bro.
there.
You want to watch my screen? I'm playing Skate 3. This game's cool.
Jesus Christ. I
Skate
actually
3 is a
yeah.
bit cringe. But you can't even have, you don't have trusted to do it, so
Huh?
you need trusted to do it.
I
To
like
stream? I really have to have
Yes.
trusted to stream?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
could
should
do-
have trusted.
Nah, if you go vegan right now and do a fridge check, I'll give you trusted. How about that?
My whole fridge has meat in it. I'm not vegan.
Exactly. You're
What am I
you don't
supposed to
get trusted
do?
then.
I
Oh,
can't
throw it in
afford
the bin.
vegan. I can't afford vegan. Do I just not eat
So, you just
so I
want
can
to
save
do
all those
starvation.
innocent animals' lives?
You do you, honestly.
So you want- so you
I'm
wanna
gonna save
starve.
all those innocent animals.
And missing. Sorry, I don't want to mock you. It's just
Shauna.
funny.
Interesting.
Your name is Shauna or Shauna?
Shauna.
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 Do you drink milk?
No.
Wait, but you were a baby, right? Babies drink their mom's milk.
Oh!
We were talking about an adult version of a fucking person here, not a child. Okay, so it wasn't really. It
Wait,
doesn't-
am
it's not
I?
relevant.
If I were a vegan,
Mr. Slave.
would I be
Mr. Slave.
allowed? No, but if I
Mr.
were,
Slave, I'll put it to you this way. No, I will put it to you this
would
way.
you let your boyfriend
From the
drink your
age
milk?
from Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna let my boyfriend. I'm gonna pop my titty out and I'm gonna let him suck on my fucking tit until milk comes out. I don't have
Well, can I
milk
see?
in
No,
my
but
tit.
let's say you had
I
milk.
mean, listen, Shauna. Hear me out.
Jesse, if you're gonna make a tit joke, I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm just saying, like, I've seen you, and
Mhm.
you are, curvy
Dude, what
type
the
shit,
heck?
right?
Dude,
Jesse.
So I
okay.
think,
Jesse. Jesse, be quiet.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so
Okay.
awkward, bro. I would never. You just fumble, bro.
No, but my question
Scruffy
is,
poo's
if
be
I
quiet.
Shauna,
Wait, what am I fumbling on? She already has a boyfriend. No.
wait a
hell
minute,
nah.
Shauna.
Yeah, but you could have taken her, bro, because you're like Sigma, dude. Like,
Nah.
All right, Shauna, I need to
First off,
understand.
no,
Shauna, if
I'm
I
not
were
taking somebody who already is dating someone, bro.
okay,
Okay,
Shauna,
let's
if
let's do
I
this.
if I
When I
were
was a child, I did not have the consenting part to say, "Hey,
Bruh.
vegan, I don't want milk," anything like this. I didn't become vegan until I was 16 years old.
Damn.
You have as soon as you turn into the world, I'm vegan. No, it doesn't work like that. So you physically
Fine.
can't say,
My question is
"Do you want milk?"
no, my question is, Shauna, if I were your boyfriend and you had a baby and you were giving milk, would I be allowed to drink your milk? As a vegan?
No,
Wait, why not?
What about
no, you're not
me?
a fucking child.
Wait,
What
but
about
not-
me?
But so it's not because I'm vegan, right? It's not a contradiction to veganism.
So if you look at baby
Who's
formula
this fucking
for milk,
scammer
right,
texting me
it's
on Xbox,
completely
bro? What
different
the
from
fuck?
breast milk. Like completely different. And I mean completely different.
Wait, but
If I had a child,
wait,
and
and is a
choose-
vegan? Am I, as a vegan, allowed to drink your milk? That's my question.
no, I don't
Why
want
not?
you touching me.
No, but as a vegan, no. But let's say we were married, so it would be consensual.
We are
And I
married.
still wouldn't consent to that.
What?
I still wouldn't consent to that.
Fine, but it's not because I'm vegan, right? It's not a contradiction to veganism. Vegans are allowed to drink their wives' milk, right?
That's their decision, but as my decision goes, my child will be given breast milk, not cow milk
Wait a
or
minute.
formula.
Wait,
What about my milk?
wait, but how is that different? Why? Well, how is your milk different than
Because
a
if you
cow's
look
milk?
because if you actually look into the study of breast milk, you would see it's pretty much vegan because it's not coming from a cow,
No, no,
coming
no.
from a woman.
Let's say your
Yeah,
child.
but humans are animals too.
No, let's say your child walks up to your cow and just grabs the cow's tit and just sucks on it, and the cow's happy because otherwise it's painful if it fills with milk and no one is sucking. So the cow's happy, the child's happy.
How
May I
many children-
interject? May I
Wait,
interject,
if I-
There's how
please?
many children in the world?
Wait, if I suck
And
on a
See,
you're
me
concerned
personally-
with one child.
but if I suck on a cow,
Me personally, if my
the
I
cow,
will beat your ass. Cause we need to stop abusing animals and stuff.
Say again?
I will beat your ass because we need to stop abusing the animals, dude.
the ammonite.
Hello,
I like eat dogs.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah. I would save the
So
planet.
what I'm saying to you, right, is if I had a child, I would breastfeed my child because studies show it is like nearly 99.9% fucking vegan. I would never give my child formula or cow milk. As a mother, if I was a mother, I would give my child breast milk. Now, if you
well,
want to suck in your
okay.
partner's tit and get her milk, that's
What?
on you. But that's not something I do. Okay?
Sorry, I just joined, and this is what I got into.
Yeah, this is
Hi.
the debate. He's
I'm-
asking me would I let he's
Ah.
the debate was he was saying that would I have an egg? What's the difference between my eggs and a chicken egg? What's the difference between all this stuff? And if me and him were married, would I give my child breast milk? I said yes. He said, would I be able to have some of your milk? And I said no, because you're not a fucking child. You're a grown ass
But-
man
but-
who can make
Okay,
your own
well,
fucking
true.
decisions.
Hold on.
But
Where are you from? I like your accent. It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
oh my
It's,
god,
it's Irish.
Are you from?
she's
Irish.
married, dude. Back
Wait,
off, dude.
Shauna, are you from Belfast?
No,
I'm,
I'm not from the north.
I'm underage. Just so you know, I am not hitting on anyone.
Are you from Dublin?
Tranquilo.
No.
I don't know any other.
Stop hitting on my home dog.
Well, I'm going to say to you, even if you did say the part where I was from, I wouldn't say yes because you're streaming on YouTube
Oh, I'm
and I'm
sorry. I'm
in a
sorry.
room with people I do not know.
I'm sorry.
And I would never give away my location, nor does anyone know my location.
Sorry. You're right. Anyway,
You're fine.
so wait. So as a vegan, I'm allowed to drink your milk? Yes or no?
No, I would never give you my milk.
No, but
What about me?
Oh my god.
I'm only 13. I'm pretty much like a baby still.
I'm kind of babyish.
Now I couldn't give
Ye-
a shit what age you are. You're not getting my rest.
Yeah, they say I have like a
Goes to
baby
my
face or
child.
whatever. I could be like a baby, you know.
Wait, what if you
You're a
legally
grown-ass
adopt me?
man. Man, shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. This is kind of going too far.
This is disgusting.
I'm sorry. Okay, what
This
if I
isn't
walk-
disgusting.
let's say I walk up to a cow and I just start sucking its tit for milk, and the cow is happy.
That's your fucking decision, not
No.
mine.
So, but is that vegan? Is that allowed according to the veganism?
Hun, if you suck a cow's tit for milk, no, that is not vegan.
Why?
This motherfucker looked like a bird.
But she's happy.
I'm just letting you know. Shauna. I'm not. I just made one thing about. I'm not with them. Don't count
Okay.
me out of this.
It's okay, Jesse. Don't worry, you're fine.
Shauna, I'm just saying, you know.
Okay, Mr. Slave, if you want milk that bad, go into a field right now and suck a cow. That's your decision. But like as a vegan, no, that is not very vegan of you to go to a cow and milk them for milk produce.
No, but she's
If you're
happy.
vegan, it's
No,
not-
but
I'm pretty sure that's
Wait.
rape.
okay, let me ask you, Shauna. If
oh my god.
if someone sucks on your titty, doesn't that make you happy?
What the fuck is this? Beyond.
No, when a okay,
Beyond.
not you. When
Step
a
in.
woman,
Beyond, step in, please. One of you. Level 99. Beyond. One of you.
What are you saying? Like, what is he saying?
like,
That if someone sucked on my tit, would I be happy?
I would.
you would be happy.
Well, presumably, I don't know who is speaking, but presumably, like with a cow, they don't have the cognitive abilities to consent. So, like, the kind of question that you'd be asking is like, if Shauna were a minor and lacked the ability to give proper consent, would they like if you molested their breasts? Right? Like, that's the kind of question you're asking.
What the fuck?
And I just think that's just inherently a predatory question to even ask.
Dude, what kind of fucking social justice
dude, I-
warrior are you, dude? Why are you defending cows? They don't like do anything
not-
for you.
Why are you defending molestation of children?
No,
Like, I
but
don't
let's
I
say
said cows.
no, but let's say the
You said a
cow.
cow
You
can't
mentioned-
consent. It's a fucking cow. It's an animal.
No, but let's
Well,
say
a
the cow.
child is also in kingdom animalia and can't consent, right? So as you can see, there's sufficient symmetry between those two situations. So
So you
I
shouldn't
would like you
breastfeed
to
your
engage
child
with what I said. Instead
because they
of
can't speak.
Instead of fleeing from my question, you should engage in it.
Okay, so
See, now this is my back.
I mean, your question
So
is just
enjoy.
like retarded.
wait a minute. So let's say I woke
Yeah,
up
well,
to a cow.
like- Look, and I don't want to be ableist, right? If you don't understand how to debate or anything, like I don't want to choke slam you that hard. Like I'll go a little bit easier.
Who are you
But
talking
do you
to?
understand how cows and children like don't have moral agency?
I don't have to debate you to know you're retarded.
No, 1 second.
That was an interesting attempt at answering my question, but I don't know. Like you,
No, but
you
I'm
should
not.
try it
I'm
one more
not
time.
talking about
Do you
morality.
understand
I'm not.
how
I'm not.
cows
that
and
was an
children,
interesting. That was an interesting
both
attempt
of them
at
don't
answering
have
my
moral
question, buddy.
agency?
Wait a minute, but
All
I'm
right,
not,
let me like back up 1 second. 'Cause,
That's-
like maybe you don't understand this. Like, do you know what moral agency is?
wait a minute, but I'm not
No, I don't care.
sucking. I'm not sucking.
Okay, it's the
cow's-
ability. Well, it's relevant to this conversation, so you should care. So it's the ability to delineate between rightness and wrongness.
Okay, then what's wrong about sucking a cow's titties?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
there's a
I
lot
think,
wrong with it.
What's wrong with?
I think
Why?
like
Why is that wrong?
if I were to ask you this question, right?
Because it's
Like if
it's-
I were to let's make
it's
the
fucked.
question a little bit more extreme. Like if you were to stick your cock inside of a golden retriever,
That's sex with the animal. That's not.
I just had a
That's
golden
not
retriever
taking.
for you.
That's sex with the animal. That's
ask
bestiality. That's
you,
a
like-
completely different thing than harvesting milk from a cow for your own sustenance.
Well, obviously, like you're harvesting fluid against their will and one, and like let's just say you're giving a cow a blowjob. Like you're harvesting fluid from their sexual
Why-
partners, just like
Wait,
you-
Why do you always
Because-
compare getting food? Why do you always
Hey,
compare getting food from an animal to fucking an animal? Like,
Wait.
why is that immediately what you
Here's
jump
the thing,
to?
like
You know,
I don't
know,
know
I
if
got a
you've
que-
like
I
had
got-
I don't know if you've had the talk yet, but like blowjobs aren't sex, right? So like I'm trying
What?
to
Listen.
I don't know how
Can I
quickly I
drink
should-
bull's milk as a vegan?
Yeah, if you were to drink bull semen, right? Like that would
Oh,
violate
that's not milk.
the kind of principles that society typically has towards their
Yeah, that's-
sentiments
it's
of
just joking.
creatures and their treatment.
I just
And
want
the
to be
reason
funny.
why is because
I
we appreciate that the cow doesn't have the ability to give proper consent. They're not informed about the entailments of this. And even if you were to breed
What
these
the fuck are
bulls,
you talking
Oh,
about?
like,
sorry,
if you were to
Beyond.
breed them for this
Beyond.
purpose too, that wouldn't make it any better.
Beyond
So,
sweetheart,
I'm-
I have a no slave. This is my turn to talk. Beyond sweetheart, you know I love you and whatever. I have a question for you. If you were a female, would you swallow your boyfriend's sperm? Yes or no?
What
Is that
the heck?
vegan of you?
I
Oh,
already
hell yeah.
swallow my boyfriend's sperm.
So
Hey,
yeah,
yo.
seriously. I put it to you in
I
this
know
perspective
croissant
because
will-
I
will-
don't
will-
do
will
it. Doesn't
swallow.
mean
What the
other
heck are you just
vegans
doing, bro?
wouldn't.
Guys.
Well,
We
yeah,
just
I think
I
like
have
the
that
angle that
something-
they were going for was
I
like,
have.
they were
I have-
trying to like unfairly
Wait.
sexualize
No,
you.
no,
against the
listen
female.
to me.
How are you
I
eating
have-
raw meat?
So I
if
think
you're
that
vegan?
was like, they were
I
being
have- in my
like
defense,
they were just being like
in my
total
defense,
assholes, right?
in my
Hello?
defense,
Who the fuck's talking? Hello?
me.
No,
Wait,
you're
but-
okay. It's just irrelevant. People keep going.
No,
Hey,
sauna,
what?
sauna. In my defense, I have done it too with my boyfriend.
Well, I think like the problem with like you guys are trying to do locker room talk in front of a girl. Like you're doing a
I'm
locker room
his
talk outside of
boyfriend.
the locker room, right? So I like again,
And
yeah,
Philip,
you don't understand how
how the heck are you
being
speaking
predatory
via
towards
Xbox, bro?
women is
and
wrong. You don't understand that.
and
Like, I'm sorry,
And-
it's kind of disgusting the way I was asked these questions
No, you
because
don't
I'm a
have
woman
rights.
and
Where are you from?
because I
guys?
have
Yes.
different opinions because I'm vegan, which is kind of really fucked.
Wait, you
like,
are vegan.
I
You are
don't,
vegan.
I don't swallow. I don't do that. But again, apparently, if I don't do that, I
I'm
don't love my
hearing.
boyfriend, which is
You-
kind of
Yeah, you
fucked of me
don't.
to say.
you don't. You're a hater.
You are vegan.
You know, women have different
People have no
preferences.
right.
But again, this is like a locker room chat for you, isn't it? Because you've never
where
actually
are
been
you-
near a fucking woman.
Now I've been near women.
Where are you
On your
from, guys?
13, shut your fucking mouth.
Sauna, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm 13. I'm 13.
You're 13.
Yeah, I'm
You're
13. I'm
13.
13.
You're
Trust.
13.
you're
You
actually
only think you're pregnant with your
13.
mind.
I trust
I'm
you.
13.
Yeah,
Trust.
You
I
have
trust-
13
Wait,
kids,
so that,
bro.
wait,
What are you
that's
saying?
Philip Morris. He's 13.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I
13.
think-
I'm
I think
13.
he is
Okay.
because his
Hold
voice
on,
is-
I'm just
17
gonna
years of experience
ban
as
you.
a dad, bro.
Oh,
Um,
he can join
and
us
just so
as
you
a
know,
data secretary.
just Philip Morris. If you're under 18, you can't engage in any sexualization on Discord. It violates TOS. So
No.
See you
He's
later.
right. I support him.
That's not true.
No. He's right.
all right.
I'm not in a 18
Yeah,
plus
I
channel
find the
right now.
questions being asked here kind of
No, it's
fucked,
TOS.
if I'm
Me
being
too,
TOS.
honest.
Stonomato. Spermatosaurus. Bro, you are the goat. You are the goat.
All right, he's gone.
Wait,
Thank you.
Who's gone?
did Sean?
The 13-year-old.
Are you Russian?
So yeah, if you're a minor, you can engage in like any kind of NSFW on
στο
Discord.
άλλο
That's you.
κανάλι το δικό μας τα
What if you
ονόματά τους.
identify as an adult? What if you're a minor? You
Oh,
identify as an
shut up.
Shona, where are you from?
So like, I
Bring
think
him
that
on
if
our side.
you were
What?
doing like age play, you could do that with an adult, but like telling a
Speaker
kid to
with
do
hot
age
sauce.
play is kind of
Ποια όνομα
different,
τα
too.
λες?
I eat hamburgers.
Wait, what if the
Chicken
cow? What if? So the cow can never have sex because it's underage. So
Mr.
no
Slave.
cows, no animal can ever have sex. Anytime a cow has sex, it's actually statutory rape. So you should never let any animal have
Paul,
sex.
are you Russian?
I think we have to take a let's say a suggestion from
I'm
my
eating
friend
a
Croissant
burger.
here.
I'm eating a
Croissant, what do you have to tell us about this topic?
Are you Russian
Eh?
or Polish? Are you Russian or Polish or something? You have a strong accent.
No, I'm Greek.
Greek.
All right,
Wow, nice.
lads, if you want to talk, go into a different room. But this is a debate between me, Beyond, and Mr. Slave. So
No, I think
What?
we have to talk also about the attitude of Giannakopoulos with Olympiacos fans. I think
Beyond,
he's
do
crazy.
something.
Yeah.
Wait, Sauna. Why are you speaking at first?
I'm just gonna go up to veganism room.
Why you're not in the kitchen, bro?
Wow.
I'm
Shauna,
talking if
wait,
I'm
everybody-
kidding.
Shauna,
I'm
I
kidding.
think I'm. Gonna-
Sauna, I'm kidding.
Mr. Slave, come to veganism room. Come to veganism room.
but not now. Maybe later. I'll catch you later.
No, come now. We're not done our
I
debate.
can't.
Come on, we're not
Those
done.
are-
I
Spermatosaurus,
Invite you
how
on
old
the
are you,
vegan
bro?
room. You have to go now.
I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes, and
So where are you
You
streaming?
can, you
Bro,
can
κάνει
carry the
stream και
stream
με
on
άκουσαν να λέω
there.
αυτά τα...
Where are you streaming?
I'm streaming.
You can carry the stream on in veganism room. That's fine.
But later, not now, or tomorrow. I'll
Are you
But
drunk?
Beyond wants to
Yeah.
finish this with you.
I don't know who
Okay,
Beyond is.
fine,
I wasn't paying attention. Is he the one
The
that
guy you were
and he-
talking to.
he said that anytime animals have sex, it's statutory rape?
Spermatosaurus, are you
I
blowing
think so.
your lucuma?
So, well, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, but
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta go
You gotta
Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah,
you gotta
I've-
go.
because I need to. You know,
Μίτσο
I
μιλάει ο
I come to Discord like for a break,
Oh.
and then I get back to work.
Mr. Slave, not Spermatosaurus.
Yeah.
Mr. Slave,
So my advice
you're kind of
next time
slave,
is
bro.
Mr. Slave,
maybe
why
don't
is
make
your
them
accent
comments to a
keeping
woman
duration
Mr.
because,
at the
Slave,
end?
you
you
know,
have to
they're
rename
fucked,
yourself
you know.
as Mr. Slave.
Have a fun
πάμε στο
work
veganism
day.
room,
I'm
πάμε στο
sure you'll
veganism
be great at it. Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, I'm shutting
Bye.
down.
No,
All right, I'm gonna kill the stream. So who is this Nova? You're fucking weird to ask questions. Get off Discord. Send real. That's the one. I don't know what else. That's the link I have. I don't know if there's any other link. Oh,
no link for you.
hi. Here's a link.
Hi.
Okay, I have a link. Hi, how are you? I was
I'm a
about
minor.
what? That's the link, but I'm leaving. I gotta go. Gotta go. Sorry. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Bye.